My name's Laura Amador, and I am a Single Subject Credential in Art candidate. If I could go back and give myself a heads up, I would tell myself to really focus on time management. I work full-time and I go to school part-time. So managing the work life and the school life together has been a challenge, but it's definitely been doable. So there's a lot of rushing to class, finding parking, squeezing in time for group projects, but I would tell myself you can do it and you're gonna be glad that you did. When I first applied to the credential program, I thought that I was just applying basically to add a qualification to my resume, and since taking classes here, I realized how much I didn't know about education. I've really learned a lot of skills for classroom management and just structuring the class and assessment and how to make accommodations. There's a whole world of things I hadn't considered that I'm now learning about. I think that the professor that has impacted me the most so far was Professor Barbara Hughes, who was my subject area specific methods teacher in art. What really impacted me was that she taught the ideas by having us do them. It was very practical, very hands-on. So if she's talking about entrance tickets, we are doing an entrance ticket at the start of the class. If we are talking about assessment, we are actually filling out an assessment as a student would. So it gave me the experience of being the student as well as that other level of looking at what procedures are in place for the lesson as an educator. Okay, the 3 words that I would choose to describe education for me would be discovery, connection, and importance. Discovery is kind of how I guide my thinking around teaching, because I see my role as a person that leads students to knowledge, to new discoveries, to find out what materials they like to work in, to find out what subjects matter to them. Connection, I think connection is a word that works on many levels. There's the abstract connections between subjects. So let's say you're relating visual arts and physics through an engineering and design project. That's one way to make a connection. And of course you want your students to be making connections across subjects all the time. But I also think that at the heart of it, education is being done, it's an exchange between 2 people. So there's a relationship there, and you need to really connect with the students and what they're interested in to be an effective teacher. My last word that I chose, which is important, education is important, because it's empowering, because it can be life-changing for a student. Not just to have this knowledge, but also the effects of that knowledge have in someone's life. So it could be that you're learning something small today of a little piece of that fits into how the world works, of how bees make honey, or something small, or even just how to hold a brush differently. But another day it could be something huge, a student discovering this is what I'm really good at, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, or this is a new perspective, this is the history that got us where we are today. So those can be really life-changing moments in education, and hopefully I'm able to live up to that. Okay, so life after San Jose State University I think is going to be more learning as well as teaching, because I see teaching as a pathway, not just sharing my own knowledge, but getting the opportunity to continue learning. The world changes every year, every day, and in response, the arts, which respond to the world events, also change every day. Therefore, my arts education, my arts lessons in the classroom, are also going to have to change to adapt to all of that as well. I don't think that this is the end of me learning. I think that this is a really great career path for me to keep doing what I want to do.